What's going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and what do you say if someone tries to steal your gait? Nothing, they might take offense. Okay, this is my bench press highlights from week 7 of my 4th cycle, and this is it. I have reached the climax of my 4th cycle. Next week is testing time, baby. Now, this session went well. I'm really pleased, particularly considering immediately prior to this session, I'd had a bath with Uri Geller. And let's just say he had been bending spoons all over the place. Now, in this session, I went for 5 singles at 150 kilograms, 331 pounds, which is a PR. I've never done that for repetitive singles, for more than one single, and it felt pretty good. The first 2 felt nice and easy. The 3rd and 4th were kind of relatively comfortable, and the 5th one was a bit of a grind. But the good thing is I knew I had it every time. Every time I unracked it and started to come down, I knew I was going to get it. So that was really nice, because I think I tried this a while back and only got like 2 reps. I think I only got the 2nd single and then I was out. So I'm pretty happy with that. I have done this, that said, I have done this weight for a double with a touch and go, but for 5 singles with a pause, I'm happy with that. And I think it sets me up pretty nicely for test week next week. That said, I don't really know what to expect. My bench press is always a bit of a kind of like an unknown element, a bit of a mystery. Sometimes I feel like I should be lifting loads and I end up feeling rubbish and don't. Other times, out of nowhere, I kind of lift a PR. So we shall see. I've hit 160 kilos, which is 353 pounds for a single before, so it'll be nice to beat that. But let's just see what happens. Anyway, enough about my bench press targets and my Uri Geller bath habits. They are neither here nor there. Now here I'm doing my accessory work, and as you can see, it's quite clearly some dumbbell chest press. Now here I went relatively light because I wanted to come nice and wide, which you can't really appreciate from this camera angle, which begs the question, why did I film it from there? I did 3 sets of, I think, about 12 down to about 10 reps. I then went for some dumbbell flies, which annoyingly enough, if you look, it looks like my left arm's coming slightly, elbows coming slightly closer to my body. My left shoulder is the one that always hurts. It hasn't hurt for ages and ages, but here obviously you can see it's having some kind of impact on my range of movement because I'm not doing it even, which is really irritating. At the time on the camera screen I didn't notice this, but had I done that, obviously I would have tried to rectify it. I will make a note to do that next time. I did 3 sets of 10 or so on these. And as is the case always, I keep it fairly light and just try and engage as much chest as possible by pulling your elbows together and keeping everything nice and controlled. And that concluded my first session. Now we are on to the second session, and this is actually the final session of the week because I only benched twice this week to get ready for the test week next week. So this was like a touch and go rep session. And the idea was to make it not too CNS taxing. I've done this a couple of times in the last couple of weeks and I feel like it's working quite well. So I went for, thanks mate, I went for 3 sets with 100 kilos, 220 pounds, nice and light, and I went for 12 reps. Now, last time I did this, I got 12 reps, and then 12 reps again. The first 2 sets, I probably could have got more. The 3rd set was an all out, I had no more left. This time round, I did 12 and 12 again. On the 3rd set, I went for an AMRAP, or as many reps as possible set, and I got 14, which is obviously progress, and I'm really happy about that. You can see there some pretty textbook pull downs in the background. As with dumbbell Hatman last week, I found that hugely motivational. It's probably the main reason I ended up getting these 14 reps. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. I mean, I think I've done 17 or 18. I think that's my best on 100 on this weight on 100 kilos. So to get 14 after doing 2 sets of 12 previously, I reckon that's worth possibly 20, maybe near 20. So I'm happy with that. I will at some point test my kind of fresh AMRAP with this weight and see what I get, but that is for another day. Right, so that was my 3 sets. Like I said, I mean, this has worked quite nicely for me because obviously benching 3 times a week, if I do 3 CNS heavy sessions, it can be quite a lot. It has worked for a while, but at the moment, or recently, I feel like I've started to kind of, I don't know, my shoulders are, not, that's a lie, my shoulders are fine, but I feel a little bit kind of dull, bit blunt not fresh in the session. So just making that middle session a kind of CNS non-taxing or just rep session, if you like, then it makes the other 2 sessions more effective. Right, that was some dumbbell shoulder press. I went fairly heavy. I went for 3 sets of 12 down to about 8. My shoulders are incredibly weak, by the way. And I finished the session with some dumbbell lateral raises, fairly light, 3 sets of 12 down to about 8 or so again. And that was that. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.